Hey you, I'm Sarah Turner. I'm a freelance medical copywriter, and today I want to talk to you about the truth about Upwork. So, Upwork is a platform for freelancers, but I am not a fan of Upwork, even if you're starting out. And here's why. Upwork is generally a race to the bottom. People on there are trying to deliver and offer the cheapest absolute price that they can for work. And clients who are looking for people on Upwork are also looking for the lowest absolute price that they can find. So, one, not only are you in the race to the bottom, but you're working with clients who are looking for writers who are in the race to the bottom. And I just don't think that it's necessary or the best place to start when you're building up your client base. And it's not a great place to start when you're building up your confidence as a writer. Most of my students who have worked with people from Upwork, clients on Upwork, have found that they are really difficult, they're not very kind, and they can often be condescending. Now, just to be clear, this is not the case for everyone. So I'm definitely by no means claiming that I know what all clients are like on Upwork. It's too big of a platform for any one thing to be true. However, that being said, you're generally in a race to the bottom, and that is for sure. Not only that, but you're locked into a 2-year commitment through paying through Upwork, and Upwork takes a huge part of your paycheck when they do that. There are a lot of other ways that you can find new clients. For me, and what I recommend to my students, the best place to start is to actually reach out to friends and family with businesses. And sometimes I hear people and they're like, I don't know anyone with a business. But that's absolutely not the case. You all know somebody who has a business who would benefit from a copywriter. And I also always like to remind people that there are businesses that need copywriters all the way up the copywriting ladder. And what I mean by that is not all businesses are going to be able to afford the most expensive, highest performing copywriter out there. So don't let it discourage you. So when you're looking for clients, reach out to those people that you know, friends of friends, families with businesses. It could be your hairdresser. It could be the photographer from your wedding. Look around you and start to pay attention to who could benefit from improved copy, website copy with SEO, and also who could benefit from you writing a blog or email sequences, because if you start to open your eyes to the possibilities around you, you will start to see those opportunities. So, and then when you reach out to somebody who already kind of knows you, you don't have to have that big or robust of a portfolio to get started working with them. And it's super important to get started with these kinds of clients early on because you're building your skills. Writing, like any other skill, takes practice, And so the best way to do that is to start out with those clients who already have a relationship with you. So go ahead and don't be afraid to reach out to a few people that you're close with. I wrote for my sister and my mom's friend when I was first starting out, and I helped them tremendously. They couldn't afford a really high-end copywriter, and I was using their website to practice my skills. So it was a win-win. I got to get some testimonials. I got to, practice writing for somebody else, and they got copywriting, which is still serving their business and their website and their traffic. So don't be afraid to use your connections. It's one of the best ways to get started. The other thing that I want to say about Upwork and finding new clients when you're a newbie copywriter is that a lot of my clients, in fact, most of my clients, don't even know that they need a copywriter. So when they're not going to be on Upwork, they're not on Upwork because they don't know that that's what they need for their business, which is also why I really recommend cold emailing when you do have a few clients under your belt and you do feel a little bit more confident. Because when you cold email, you get to reach out to the ideal client in the perfect niche for you. Something that, maybe you have an expertise in or you're really passionate about. And when you get to reach out and write for the people who are your ideal clients, that's going to be so much better for building a business that's in alignment with your values and is something that you jump out of bed to do every day with excitement. Because when I first started writing, I wrote for content mills. And while they weren't I never specifically wrote for Upwork, although I think I did create a profile at one point, but nothing came of it. I was writing for content mills, and they took advantage of me so bad. They were paying me $30 for a 1,000-word blog post and then charging the client like 200. And it took me a long time to figure out that that was the gap in how much I was getting paid and how much they were pocketing. So I'm really passionate about writers and helping them not get taken advantage of. And I just see Upwork as one of those platforms that takes advantage of writers by taking such a big cut of their paycheck and then forcing them to use their payment platform for 2 years. Because if you don't continue, if you try and go out of the Upwork platform before that 2 years is up, then they can actually sue you. That's part of their like terms and conditions. So it's a really big deal to join Upwork. It's not something you can just walk away from. You're stuck with those clients. They can write you really terrible reviews, even though maybe they were the ones who was causing all the problems. So I just really don't think that there is a ton of benefit in Upwork. That being said, I do know that there are some people who have absolutely crushed it, but it's a whole new ball game. And again, I just want to encourage you to go out and find the clients that you really want to write for, because that's how you create a writing business of your dreams. And those people aren't necessarily on Upwork. Most of them aren't. And that's why when you cold email, you get to reach out to people who are, one, perfect for you, but aren't necessarily looking for a copywriter and don't even necessarily know what one is. Sometimes as part of your cold email and the initial phone call conversation is to communicate with them how awesome it is to have a copywriter and what you can do for them. Because remember, when you lead with value and you show people what you can do for them, you're going to start to build a really badass business that is helping them grow, helping you grow. And again, you can find clients all the way up that copywriting ladder. So I get asked about Upwork a ton, and I wanted to be able to jump on here and share my thoughts with you. I just don't like seeing writers taken advantage of. So thanks for watching. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I will be releasing videos weekly, and of course, leave a comment. I love hearing what you guys have to say. You've left a lot of good comments with ideas for videos in the future. I'm super grateful for you. So thanks for watching.